Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Welcome if you're new here, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for all your support. It's very much appreciated. I'd just like to say thank you to those who've sent donations via Super Thanks, Coffees and PayPal. Again, it really means a lot and helps me keep the channel going. If any of you would like to become a member of this channel, by the way, then please click the join button below and see the options. That's another way of supporting and getting extra perks that are available, including bonus readings. If you can hear my cat Millie purring, it's just because she's here on my lap, as she often is for these tea leaf readings, which, as you can tell, is what I'm about to do today. Might be the water element, not sure. But obviously she doesn't drink tea like I do. Do you know something? That's right, I've just remembered something I realised recently in relation to Millie and tea, is that she knows I drink it in the morning. She either comes up on my lap in the morning when I've got my tea at the side, or she sits on the arm of the sofa and she's like right in front of the teacup. So she smells it. So yeah, I've wondered recently if it's about that. She sort of knows that I'm gonna sit down and have a tea break or something. So she comes up on my lap, yeah. As I said that, she's just jumped down. Now, as per usual with these readings, use your intuition, because you might see things in the cup that stand out to you, and that could be a personal message for you that has come through. I'm seeing an elephant right away at the side, so some of you might love elephants, might love nature. Now, an elephant is a sign of good luck, power, success, wisdom, memory. So you might have memories coming up at the moment that are, yeah, I'm getting emotion suddenly as I say that. That's what I'm tuning into. Some emotions, because obviously an elephant doesn't forget, as they say, but forgiving is important for you, to release. It's so interesting, I'm seeing two energies around that elephant. Really not sure if you can see that. That's interesting, just as I've said that, the sun's come out. You might see it on camera, because I'm using natural light. Wow, that's a divine sign when that happens. Yeah, now, two energies. I'm feeling it's baby elephants, so I'm getting like some nostalgia for some of you in terms of the past, maybe in terms of your children. I'm getting a distance for some of you from your children, whether it's physically or emotionally. They've detached or you've detached. Now, I'm being guided to say that it could have been karmic. This won't be for all of you, but family situations can be karmic, and they're not meant to be for life. This is where we have misconceptions in the world, I feel, because you hear people say, oh, it's blood, it's for life. Well, sometimes friends can be more of a lifelong soulmate than your family. Sometimes family are there to mirror things to you until one of you evolves and realises, I'm off, because you no longer resonate, and you realise you're just repeating the same karmic cycles and patterns. Some of you are here to break those patterns, generational curse. I'm also seeing a horse, so really getting animals coming through, animal lovers for some of you. These could be your spirit animals. I recently did a reading on, it's a video on how to identify your spirit animal. You might have seen that. So maybe some of these animals connect with you There could be different animals you see at different times. This is a horse on its hind legs, so I see that as a symbol of strength. Some of you may need to be very strong. I'm seeing a lot of energies around that horse. And this horse is on its hind legs, really strong, powerful, and those energies can't touch it. So for some of you, you might have been getting, let's say, spiritually attacked, targeted, people trying to put obstacles in your way. But if you connect with the energy of the horse, you might see a lot of horses suddenly. It's like a sign for you, that you can get through this. Again, the sun's come out. Wow. That's interesting how it's coming out when I'm tuning into these animals. It is a vision that I've sometimes had, a horse on its hind legs, when I've sort of, if you want to think of a symbol of strength, that can be a good one. And those energies around you are now fading away because things are happening to them. If they have been doing anything, it could even just be talking negatively about you or other people. That's flying back at them. If it hasn't happened already, it will soon. Because this horse, I'm seeing, is so strong, it's repelling it. Again, not sure if you can see that horse there, but I'm really getting a lot of power coming from this horse. It's amazing. And there's two energies there around it who might have been doing something. It looks like a motorbike as well. So I'm getting, with that, I'm getting noise, disruption, movement. Two energies that have been interfering, possibly. This could be the karmic family. Some of you are breaking away from those energies. I've just noticed a cross. Looks like a cross to me at the side. Now, wow, I was going to say burdens, and right away I'm feeling these burdens come over me. And a blocked heart chakra. So some of you might have been so weighed down, feeling heavy, depleted of energy, that your heart chakra is blocked. You don't want to let people in. There's like a feeling of mistrust. Now this could be because of what's going on there around us, rather, in the world. Mistrust of those in power. Yeah, I get it. But don't let that block you to every single person you meet, for example. Because then you might be blocking opportunities. Now, some of these things I just mentioned, these energies around the horse, might have done that. They might have made you feel really closed off, burdened, heavy. It could have, this could be a result of things being sent your way. Got to put that out there. That can be a sign, feeling heavy. But it can also be a sign of your awakening, that your spirit is shifting. With that horse, you're rising up, and there are people around you who are going to see you rising, and they're going to be in awe. Because, I'm getting jealousy. I'm getting jealousy from some of those energies. They don't want to see that, but tough. If people have eyes of envy, greed, malice, then they'll meet mirrors who will reflect that back at them. And if they send stuff out, I'm seeing arrows now, if they send stuff out, whether it's spiritually, verbally, it flies back like a boomerang. I've said this before, but I'll say it again because I think people need to be mindful of what they put out there. Your thoughts, in a way, are sort of what you become, what you attract. So be mindful of that in terms of manifesting. Turn it around. I'm being guided to say, if you put out positive stuff, that's what you'll receive in return. So whether it's something you say or your thoughts, for example, so bear with me as I just have a deeper delve in the bottom of the cup. I'm seeing so many animals, so yeah, maybe as a result of that last reading, I might be getting some of your spirit animals coming through. I'm seeing, it really looks like a dove, but it could be a bird in flight. And there's also a tortoise there at the bottom of the cup. So a bird is a symbol of peace, hope, love, freedom, letting go of those worries that we had before with the elephant. And a tortoise or turtle can be a sign to slow down, stay grounded. It's a very ancient wisdom, so if you see turtles, that could be a sign to tap into your inner wisdom and that of your guides. Be strong and walk in peace as well. So yeah, I really feel some of you are seeing turtles, or you might do after this reading, and birds, different birds. Funnily enough, before this reading, I've just realised we've also got, obviously, the bird cup, beautiful bird cup today. But before this reading this morning, there was beautiful bird song outside this window, and then at the front there were a group of seagulls, the other side of the building, that is, and they were sort of squawking and singing. So I thought, wow, they really want to be heard. So that could be a message for some of you, to speak up. It's time to be heard. Do you know, back to the horse, what's just come through to me channeled is this could be a leader, someone who stands strong and is a new leader that comes into power somewhere. Now, whether this is a new company, someone, like a CEO, for example, or someone in government, I'm not quite sure. But I'm seeing like a good team. This could be the start of the change of our system in the world, which I feel is coming. We're going to have new leaders, inspirational leaders. Trust your gut in terms of who you follow as well, what you feel within, because it's those type of leaders that we need, the courageous, strong, no fear, so no ego as well, which, let's be honest, we see so much out there. Politicians, presidents. I'm not naming all of them. Obviously, I'm not naming anyone in particular either, but obviously they're all acting from the ego. So how can we all, this is just coming through now channeled, how can we all evolve and ascend when we've got those people up there? I'm seeing it like a glass, they're all there on this glass ceiling, and as we ascend we can't go any higher because they're there. So they will be removed, I feel, in different ways. It will all happen through the hand of the divine. But I'm sure a lot of you will agree with that as well, because I know you're awakened souls, But yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Because as we know, there's a lot of corruption and things that people don't even know have been going on behind the scenes. And it's gradually being exposed, even if it's just behind the scenes. Some of those energies have already been removed, like asked to leave. Others are staying, but they've got to do things in a different way. That's what I'm also hearing. So like a change of programming. Are we even seeing the same person in front of us as we saw previously? I'll just leave it at that. So we might be seeing some of the same people we saw in the past who were corrupt, negative, low vibrational. But what I'm getting is some of them have been, sort of like switched, so to speak, spiritually. So they could have spiritually awakened, change of mind, change of heart, I'm hearing. So that can be how it starts, and then I just feel that other people will start to come in and there's going to be a shift. That glass ceiling is going to crumble. I see it in visions, everyone, so bear with me as I say this. Now I'm seeing the initial J suddenly, really strongly there. Not sure if you can see that. Could be your initial. I've got to say, I noticed recently I have a lot of members and people who comment who have the initial J. That's not why I've said J, because I'm seeing it. But not sure what that's all about, but that can sometimes happen, actually, where sometimes you keep meeting significant people, for example, in your life who have the same initial. That's something I've noticed before, a pattern. So it could be that. Who knows? I just thought I'd mention that. I'm seeing a lot of 2s down the bottom as well. You might be seeing repeated numbers, 222. Wow, another J as well. Okay, shout out to the J's out there. I'm seeing a musical note as well. So a shift is happening in our music industry. I wanted to put this out there because I've spoken about how it's corrupt and it's been corrupt and taken over the minds of people to try and change their mindset, make them put lyrics out there, sit by singing that are not good. But I don't know if any of you've noticed, some artists, I've seen them pop up on my YouTube feed a couple of times. I've been really surprised. They've been doing like gospel songs and songs of praise. So there's been a shift there. Again, back to what I was saying about we might be seeing the same face, but is it the same soul, let's say? Because a lot of them sold their souls, but something's happened there behind the scenes, I feel, and that's the divine. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, some of you will know what I'm on about. You might have seen it as well. And some of them, I don't really, to be honest, I don't really follow current artists that much. I like older music, but I do know a bit about some of them. I'm not going to name them. And some of them were really going down a dark path, let's say, with their music choices and lyrics and stuff they were putting out there. So then to see them do these songs of praise, love, high vibration, it's really stood out to me. In fact, do you know what? I think one of them has the initial J. Yeah. A young male who went through a difficult time in his childhood. He's been one of them, who started to sort of speak out through songs, and I think we're going to see that more. So there is a shift happening. I've noticed it. Wanted to put that out there as well. I'm seeing a tiny M for mother down at the bottom as well. I've seen the initial V, L, F for frog, O. I'm seeing TV now. Now that's interesting. Yeah, now linking to what I was saying about music, I'm feeling, no, I don't watch TV, by the way, just got to put that out there, so I can't really comment too much on this in terms of what I've seen, but I can feel it. I don't have a TV, don't watch it. But is the same thing going to happen with TV that's happening with the music industry? Is that how more truth gets out there slowly? That's what I'm feeling. Because as I said in previous readings, it's got to be gradual. You can't just put a film up and say, watch this, this is everything that's been happening, over the past century, or, the past 5 years or whatever, wants to be highlighted. So people are gradually being exposed, to positive music, more positive programs with more truth. That's what I'm feeling. And again, a shift in terms of the people we see. Because again, same with TV, you get egos, don't you? People watch these energies on TV. That's the ego. So again, how can humanity evolve if that's what you're watching? Do you know something? Yeah, it's something I've been thinking recently about. I might even do a video on this. I was thinking of doing something on the spiritual community, because the same goes for spiritual, I'll put that in inverted commas, people that you watch on YouTube or other platforms. Be mindful of them as well. Are you watching ego? Are you being hypnotized by them? Really drawn to go back and watch again and again and again, because they tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Are they all singing, dancing on camera, showing themselves? That's ego. I'm not saying you can't show yourself, but it's about the way you do it. You don't need to show yourself, like I don't. Some people don't even show their hands, they just have their voice, podcast. Because it's not about us, it's about the message we bring. So yeah, just be mindful of those types. As I said, I might do another video where I go into detail on that a little bit more, if you're interested, but it's something I was just thinking of this morning, funnily enough, that I might do. Because that's where I feel the block is in the world. We need that shift in terms of people of influence. Are they inspiring? Or are they just in their ego, where they want their ego to be stroked? Everyone to love them, people are drawn to them, they look up to them. For what? What are their true values? Are they speaking and acting from the heart? So anyway, that's food for thought. I'll leave that there. That sort of went really deep, actually, as my readings do sometimes. So I'll finish with a charm, as I do with these readings. Anything that comes through. And they stuck to my fingers. So we'll take those. Well, we got one animal, which is this one. That's beautiful. So again, could be a spirit animal. You might keep seeing swans. Funnily enough, just yesterday I saw a video someone posted of 2 swans. Now, swans mate for life. That can be a symbol of divine love. for some of you, if you're seeing a swan. Obviously they're very graceful, so I'm getting balletic dancers, artistic people coming through, poetry also, symbol of joy, faith, love, transformation as well. So that's really beautiful. Again, could be someone's spirit animal coming through there. We've also got the peace symbol. So with those two, I'm really getting a sense of peace and love, linking with the bird that came through in the cup as well. So a symbol of love and union, I feel, with that one. We got a jigsaw piece. Now this could show some mental challenges. Some of you might have, you want to find the answer to something. You've been a bit confused, so go within, trust your own inner voice, guidance that comes to you from your spirit guides as well. It's about seeing the overall picture, a realisation that some of you might have about either people around you, like I said before, things that have been happening to you, or what I was saying before about seeing things differently in terms of people you watch, what you watch. Just be mindful of that, I would say. I'm also getting like something missing with this jigsaw piece for some of you. You might feel there's something missing in your life, something else you want to do. Maybe you want to share love and peace with the world, which is about sharing yourself potentially. So this could be about your divine mission, your purpose, soul calling. Some of you might make a big shift in your lives. And that's interesting because with the sofa, it's also come out, I'm getting for some of you like a lack of motivation that you might have had because of that missing piece. Like maybe in your workplace, you just no longer feel it's for you. You want to do more, but you don't know what to do. You've sort of lost motivation. So again, that could link to being mindful of things you watch. Do they make you feel that way, like you don't want to do anything? Look for inspiring people. Follow the feeling within as well, in your inner voice, in terms of who those people are and how they make you feel. Is it all about them, or are they trying to help you in some way? Now again, this could be friends, family, people you watch on TV, different platforms online, whatever it might be. You might be a bit of a laid back person as well. Sign of stability with a sofa, but maybe some insecurity. For some of you, maybe you just hide away on your sofa. You're being guided to get yourself out there. I do feel some of you have a new chapter ahead with the jigsaw piece sofa. You might even get the inspiration when you're on your sofa. Just lying there. It's often in those moments I find that inspiration can come to us when we're just sort of chilling. Don't know if you found that yourself. So I really hope you've enjoyed this tea leaf reading, the charms that I've done for you all today. It's a pleasure to do these readings. I do enjoy them. I hope you do too. Please do let me know in the comments. Let us know if anything came through that resonated for you or anything you saw in the cup as well. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. It's all very much appreciated and helps me keep the channel going. Sending peace, love and light to you all.